I thought I'd never end up really sharing this story, but here it goes. So this is the story of when I was saved and when I met Jesus. So here we go. Where do I start? All right. So I was a guy who would chase women, a guy who would break promises to himself, a guy who would drink a lot of alcohol, a guy who would neglect his health. The list goes on. The list goes on. Um, and that guy used to go to church. He grew up in a church. He had an amazing family. And yes, guys, I'm talking about myself. I have an amazing family. I grew up in church. I was always Christian. And then over the years, I was really close with them in high school. But then I think right when I started getting into college, I started kind of getting distant from God, going my own route, doing a bunch of things that I shouldn't be doing. I was really off track. And then I'd say, I think like 3 years ago now, hold on, I forgot. So that one day I was at Kava. If you guys know Kava, it's an amazing fast food spot. And I was eating some Kava, and it was a Saturday afternoon, beautiful sunny day. And usually what I would be doing is, texting my boys, yo, what's the word tonight? Or texting some girls, hey, what's up? Like being an idiot, trying to look for a party, trying to go out, have some fun, being an idiot. And in that moment, I lifted my phone up and I started texting, but something felt different. I asked myself why I was doing this. So I said, why are you texting these people? Then I really thought about it and I was like, wow, I'm texting these people because I don't like to be alone. I'm texting these people because I need some sort of validation. I'm texting these people, and every time I see these people, all we do is party. And there's no value. There's no substance to it. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I drinking? Why am I partying? Why am I texting these girls? What am I doing? And it hit me. I was looking at my iPhone. It hit me. And I was like mid bite, and it hit me. I was like, what am I doing? So then I dropped down the phone and just kind of thought in silence. And I was just looking. One second, I'm gonna grab some water here. Just looking off in the distance, just looking into the parking lot, I remember. I was just really thinking and pondering about my entire life. And then in one moment, I felt something kind of uplift me. I finished my meal, and then I kind of just started feeling like I was getting guided by something. And then I went in my car, and then I had a Tesla, and in that car had this GPS, and in the GPS, I saw this lake that I always wanted to visit. There was this lake that I always wanted to visit, but I never visited because I was always doing something stupid. So I'm like, you know what? Today's gonna be the day where I go to the lake. So I hop in the car. Oh, I'm already in the whip. Now I hit there, and now it takes me there. I hit the lake, and it's gonna take me to that address. So I'm driving, and I'm just whipping it, and I'm like listening to music, and the music is sounding different. And I'm feeling some sort of energy, some sort of, I don't know what it was. I didn't really know what it was. So I'm just driving, and I'm feeling so good. Like I've never felt this good in a long time. And it's giving me goosebumps right now thinking about it, but damn, excuse me, my bad. So I'm driving and I'm just feeling so good. The sun is hitting and I just love the sun. I love being in the sun. That's why I moved to Florida in the first place. The sun is hitting and then I'm driving and I'm just feeling like I'm literally driving on clouds. I feel like there's not a care in the world. It's different. Something is different. And then I'm at the park and then I'm at this hill and I somehow parallel park perfectly. Like, it was effortless. It was weird. I parallel parked on a hill perfectly. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I got out the car and I still feel like something is guiding me. And I have control over my body, but like it's just moving. So then I get out the car and I'm walking. Oh man, I'm getting the chills thinking about it. Then I'm walking. Then I'm walking up this hill, and around the hill is just shadows everywhere. But on the top of the hill, there's this light. There's a light right on top of the hill. And I'm just walking because I don't know where I'm really going. This is my first time here. I always wanted to go here. So then I get on top of the hill and this light is hitting me and I'm just looking and it's absolutely beautiful. This lake is beautiful, or it's actually a pond. And it's Horn Pond. I think it's called that. Yeah, Horn Pond in Woburn. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pond there. So I'm on top of the hill right now. And I'm just chilling. There's a fence behind me, like a little basketball court, kids playground area. And I'm chilling just like this. And I'm just absorbing everything. I'm like, wow, this lake is beautiful. Wow, look at these amazing families. Wow, it's such fresh air. Wow, I can see so clearly right now. And then at one point, I felt so present. I felt in the present moment. I was in the now. I was so present, and it was the weirdest feeling ever, because I don't think I've ever understood being in the present moment. And at one point, I was so, all my senses were like times 10, every sense that I had. And then at one point, this is the hardest part to explain, to be honest, because what I saw, I don't even know what I saw. But anyways, I'm just basically in this sort of trance and I can't really move and I'm just so present, and it starts getting super bright and super orange, and I'm able to hear the birds. I'm able to breathe air like I've never breathed air before. I felt like I had like 20/20 vision, like the clearest vision ever, and my eyes suck. And I was right there. And then I hear this voice, or it could just be it's God. God was telling me, you are okay, Mateo. You're going to be okay. You are okay, Mateo. I'm here. And I'm on that hill like tearing up, and I can't get out of this, and I feel so much love. I felt like I was forgiven. I felt, I felt at peace. I felt home. I felt like I was at home. And oh my goodness, I've never felt that love before in my entire life. I've never felt it. Never, ever, ever felt it. That feeling, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, just within me. I have never, ever felt that. And it's still very hard for me to really explain this in words, how I felt and what I was seeing, but it was crazy. And then the crazy part, as I'm feeling this, as I'm hearing God's voice, I hear this now I come to this day, it's this demonic voice, and it's just growling noise behind me, trying to distract me. While God was telling me, it's okay, Mateo. It's okay, Mateo. There was literally some sort of growling noise behind me, trying to get me out of this trance, basically. And I was so scared because I can feel that dark energy and something genuinely growling at me. I do not know what it was. And I just kept believing and I kept having faith. And as God was telling me it's okay, I never looked back. I never looked back at that growling noise. I never went back to fear. I chose faith. And if I, who knows if I looked back, what would it kind of look like, but I just kept looking forward. I kept looking forward. And then after that, somehow I get back and I'm like, what the heck just happened? What just happened? From that second on, I completely dedicated my entire life to Christ. Because I was just like, whoa, like, are you kidding me? Like, after that, I mean, Jesus Christ is King. I mean, after that, I was just like, okay, this is the real deal. And I'm going all in. And it's not like it's rainbows and sunshines now. If anything, it might be even harder following Christ. It might be even harder because you realize that this world, it's not it. It's not it. What this world has to offer has nothing compared to what Jesus Christ is going to give you. Nothing. And I can say that with so much conviction because I felt, and that feeling, as all my believers know, there's no better feeling than that. That feeling is unexplainable. If I could just try to summarize it, it is just unconditional love. It's unbelievable what that feeling was. And after that day, or during that day, I'm like, okay, where do I go? So I go home, I drive all the way to my family's house, and I go to my mom, and I just start crying my eyes out. I couldn't contain it. I was trying to tell her the story, but I literally was I just couldn't explain what I was really going through. And all I could do was tear up. I couldn't really tell the story until I got my thoughts back together and I finally chilled out. I told her the story and then we just spoke about it, and man, I was just so lucky to have someone there. So shout out to Mama Dukes. She's such a blessing in my life. But guys, I remember when I did see my mom, when I hugged her, it's like I've never hugged someone ever. After that experience, things were completely different for me. When I hugged someone, it felt different. When I was eating food, it tasted different. When I was listening to music, I felt different. I have a really hard time listening to like rap music now because that's all I used to listen to. And now, that type of music is just full of darkness. And if you continuously listen to that type of music on a daily basis, you're consuming things that are not good for your program. And yeah, it's hard for me to listen to that type of music now. The things that I was doing is like not even a thing. I mean, I feel very convicted even just thinking about doing anything like that. But yeah, That's my story basically. Now my job and my obligation is to get people closer to Christ, help them with their fitness, help them with their family, help them with their finances. I'm trying to just change people's lives because Jesus Christ changed mine. And I'm at the point where I need to make sure I'm doing everything in my willpower every single day to give back, to honor God, to serve for God. Jesus Christ is King. And yeah.